And welcome, this is ballerscuba with an update video. It has been a long time since I've done an update video. We are overdue. And I said I would be doing video log style update videos, and I'm finally going to be delivering on that. I'm going to try to keep this short. I tend to ramble on in update videos, but there are three things that I wanted to talk about. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is a big thank you to Stefan. Stefan did actually go out of his way to send me something in the mail for gifts, and I wanted to go over that and thank him for it personally. Honestly, the first thing that he sent me, let me grab it here. The first thing that he sent to me was a gift card to GameStop, and I was thrilled with this, thought that was it. I was ecstatic about that, but he was not done. He had actually sent a few more things, including this, which is a Moogle, which I'm apparently choking here. A Moogle from Final Fantasy XIV, as the style goes, but I had been actually missing a Moogle. I didn't actually have a Moogle, so I'm thrilled to get this. I will be playing with its pom-pom all I damn please whenever the hell I want. But he was not done there. He actually sent me let me grab this one. I'll have to be careful with this one. This is a mug. Yeah, you guys can kind of read that out. It says, "Got Kirschwasser," which those of you that haven't been following Xenosaga probably won't get, but that is an awesome mug, and I'm a big fan of that, and I will be using that, hopefully, somewhere along the line. Put that down gingerly. But he wasn't done there. Stefan apparently really knows me. He got me an autographed baseball as well. You guys probably aren't going to recognize that signature, but as soon as I opened it, I did. That is actually the signature for Howie Kendrick, longtime Angels second baseman and all-star. I don't know how you guys would have known this, but when I pictured myself playing for the Angels as a kid, I pictured playing second base, and there you go, second baseman for the Angels. So I wanted to give a big thank you to Stefan for all the gifts that he sent. Really, man, thank you. I don't know how else to say it. Oh, I just realized you guys cannot see my shirt. I have this zoomed in way too much. I can see myself over there. Way too much for you guys to see my shirt. So here you go. Next thing that I wanted to talk about is just a brief channel update, talk about what has been going on the channel, what will be going on for the channel. Nothing major, just pretty brief here. One of the things that I wanted to talk about is the fact that I have a new computer. It is up and running. Everything has been going through the new computer since probably early January, so probably around 1.5 to 2 months now. Things have been going through the new computer. As far as I can tell, it's working great. The only issue I've had with it is how long it took me to build it, which was 5 hours. It took me way too long. I was told that even inexperienced builders can usually get it done in about an hour or 2 hours. So as I'm sitting there maneuvering the fan forever, I was getting quite upset. But the fan was huge in my defense. It was so huge I needed to move the memory cards and the video card out of its way because the fan was so damn big. But I finally got it in and working, and it's working great. So I couldn't be more happy with it. Probably saved myself $500-600 by doing it myself. So I'm pretty happy with that. One of the issues though was when I updated the computer, I also updated pretty much everything that I was doing, including recording softwares, rendering softwares. All that was changed, and as a result there were a couple hiccups along the way. I fixed most of them, but a couple did leak through, and I do apologize for the couple videos that weren't necessarily as good as I wanted them to be, but everything seems to be running relatively smoothly now, so I'm pretty happy with the way that worked out. Also, I did want to mention that for the past couple months and for the foreseeable future, I have had, let's go with, changes in my personal life that have given me more responsibilities, and therefore not necessarily less time to record and render, but it has kind of shifted my schedule a bit. I used to be able to record probably around 10 or 10:30 at night. Now it's midnight 30, 12:30 in the morning. That's typically when I start these days. That's not necessarily that big of a change, but it does mean that one, my sessions kind of do have to be shorter. I don't know if you guys are interested, but that is kind of the reason why. There are definitely some times when I can only get 2 or 3 videos out of a session, and then I have to come back a little bit sooner than I used to in order to get the videos out that I want to get out. But also as a result of that, I'm kind of unable right now to get a multiplayer or co-op series going. I probably won't be doing any more co-commentaries anymore. I think that the format's a little awkward, but co-op and multiplayer, I do want to get going on the channel. They haven't been on the channel for a little bit, and they probably won't be for a little while as well, but they are something that I'm still interested in. It's just that due to scheduling conflicts, I haven't really been able to get those done. So that's kind of the reasoning for that. Hopefully the change in time that I'm recording doesn't truly affect any kind of the result of the commentary or the gameplay or anything like that. I'm always nervous that when I finish editing and rendering and all that kind of stuff, the more tired that I feel then, the worse I think I did previously, but that's not necessarily true. But if there is an occasion where I do make a mistake here or there, either in my speech or the gameplay, feel free to let me know, and I'll see what I can do about fixing that in the future. Speaking of the future, let's talk about what is going on the channel and what will be going on the channel. As it stands today, I just finished Papers, Please yesterday. The next Let's Play will start on Saturday. That gave me the opportunity to do this update video today. The next Let's Play, I am not going to spoil. I typically do that in these update videos. I let you guys know what is coming up next. This time I'm going to keep it secret. I hope you guys will enjoy what comes Saturday. I've had a couple requests for it. I think that there will be at least some enthusiasm about what is coming, and I'm gonna leave it at that. In terms of the other Let's Plays, I should mention in Pokemon, I don't want to spoil too much, but if you have any song requests, feel free to let me know. I have been using the songs. Well, if you've kept up with the series, you probably know what I've been using songs for. So let me know if you have any requests for songs. It is taking longer to get through that series than I had originally anticipated. I honestly probably lost track of time when I played it as a kid because I don't remember it taking this long. But we are well on our way through that. Remember, that is a Nuzlocke challenge for those of you that are interested. Plus, on Evolving. I am doing it with baby Pokemon. Almost across the board. On top of that, we also have Mass Effect. Mass Effect, of course, just kind of started. However, I have already said that I will be doing Skyrim after Mass Effect. That is what's coming next. After that, I'm not too sure just yet. We have a lot of time to think that one over, though. For the time being, Mass Effect and then Skyrim. And I will say that I'm going to be doing vanilla Skyrim. I'm not going to be doing any kind of modifications to Skyrim. I know there are a ton out there. However, I think that the game really stands really well on its own, and I don't think it needs any kind of texture updates or anything like that. If there are some, and I have, not only the means, but the motivation to do higher resolution like 1440p or 4K or something like that, then maybe we update it to that. But as it stands right now, 1080p seems to be the standard, and that's probably what I'm going to be sticking with. And on top of that, we also kind of just started Final Fantasy IX. It's hard to say kind of just started because we already finished Disc 1, but I still feel like we're not that far along in Final Fantasy IX. Of course, once that is done, as I've said before, I'm still not sure what exactly I will be doing. It's either going to be Final Fantasy X or a vote video. Same with Pokemon. We're not going to be doing a vote, but I will be doing one of several games, and I haven't fully decided which one it's going to be. It kind of depends on what the other series kind of require from me time-wise, I think, at this point. Speaking of the other series, Xenosaga Episode 3 in particular, has been going very well, for me at least. It has been very cutscene heavy to this point. As a result, it's very easy for me to record a lot of time in it, spend an hour and a half playing the game, get an hour of 20 minutes of recorded footage, as opposed to what it was in, let's say, the second disc of Xenosaga 2, where I would play for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and get maybe a half hour of footage out of it because I was just cutting out so many battles. As a result, I'm able to get lots of Xenosaga 3 footage out and lots of Xenosaga 3 videos out, and I do enjoy when that happens. On top of that, I have been doing Battletoads recently because people like to watch me struggle, and damn am I struggling in that game. Struggling in this last session to the point that I might take a break. I might stop it, do something else, and then come back. Battletoads. And that's what's going on the channel. Like I said, Pokemon, Final Fantasy IX, those are the ones that are kind of up in the air right now. What's going to replace Papers, Please, starting on Saturday. So I hope you guys do look forward to it, even though you have no idea what it is. Oh, you guys still haven't seen my shirt, have you? I've been wearing this one for a while. All right, I'm going to stand up. Bonus points to anybody that can name everyone in here. Not all of them are in the movie, especially the one up top. Finally today, I wanted to talk about YouTube analytics. There's been a video out recently that kind of changes how some gaming channels are thinking they should run themselves. And I do want to talk about that, but first I kind of want to give more of a history of what I think the general impressions of the YouTube community, or at least the YouTube content creators community, has thought in the past, and that kind of will help explain how I feel about the current trend as it seems to be. So let's kind of start at the beginning. What do YouTube content creators think is the most important? And that has changed over the years. And you can kind of notice those trends in the videos. When it started, views were pretty much it. As long as you got a view, it didn't matter if people liked the video, it didn't matter really anything. As long as you got the view, that was all that mattered. And you would see misleading titles, misleading pictures, anything as long as they got the view, they were happy. That quickly became apparent that this was not the best way to get people to like you on YouTube, or a quick way or an easy way to make $1 or anything like that. It just was not working on YouTube. YouTube may have changed their formula, I don't know, but it quickly became apparent that there was something else at play that YouTube liked. And the next big trend was what they called audience participation. And what this meant was that what you needed to do was get people to rate your video at the time. That eventually became like. That you need people to comment on your video. You need people to subscribe to you. You need people to share your video, favorite your video, whatever it took. They needed to do something with your video. And then the more that people did that with your video, the more that it would show up on searches, and the more popular you would get and the more money you could make. Therefore, people were starting to say rate, comment, and subscribe, and then like, comment, and subscribe at the beginning, middle, and end of every video. It started to get very annoying. Meanwhile, at the time, YouTube was changing their video limits. It started off as 11, and then it went to 15, and then they got rid of it altogether. But even then, most of those people were making short videos, maybe 5-minute long videos, and telling you to like, comment, and subscribe 2 or 3 times in the video. It started getting annoying. So then but then it became apparent people wanted longer videos. So people started making longer videos. But then the most important thing to get in all of YouTube was audience retention. Now all of a sudden it doesn't matter if people like your video or comment on your video or subscribe to you, as long as they watch the whole thing. That's what audience retention is. How long did they watch your video? This is still something that a lot of people believe is the penultimate thing that you need to do for YouTube, is get everybody to watch your full video. Everybody that clicks on that link needs to watch the whole thing, and then it will become a very popular video. And this is something that even print media still thinks is the main thing that you need. Of course, all of these factors come into play, but people kind of latch on to this one thing. This is what I need to do. As a result of the audience retention, right? For the record, audience retention is pretty simple. If I do a 10-minute video and you watch 1 minute of that, I have 10% audience retention from you. If I do a 20-minute video and you watch 1 minute of that, now I have a 5% audience retention. So it would have been better for me to do a 10-minute video than a 20-minute video. There are still channels that are built around doing 10 to 11-minute videos primarily for this reason. They think that the shorter the video is, the higher audience retention they're going to get, the more popular that video is going to be. The more popular the channel is going to be, the more money they make. There's something to that, but that's, once again, not why I'm here. I'm not here primarily to make money. I'm here to have fun. But anyway, with audience retention becoming the most important thing that you needed, videos suddenly became shorter. People that were putting out 20, 25-minute videos for a lot of series, like kind of what I like to do, depending on how much time I have to do the videos. I like to do somewhere between 15 and 25 minutes for most of my series. These videos suddenly got shortened to almost exactly 10 minutes, right? Because people get upset if you do less than 10 minutes, so they do 10 minutes. And as long as you watch the whole thing, then they're happy. And you got that audience retention, that ever important audience retention. And that was the trend for a long time, as was the audience participation. However, recently, Game Theory has put out a video regarding what he feels is also a very important part of YouTube's analytics. Now, he doesn't say it's the most important thing at all. However, other people who have seen his video suddenly think this is the most important thing. He referred to it, I believe, as subscriber burn. The idea here is that there are subscribers that you have that are not watching your videos. It happens, right? People subscribe to you and then kind of forget that you exist. It happens, especially if you have over 100 subscriptions. It's hard to keep track of every last one of them. Now, what he was talking about happens on the homepage of YouTube. If you, like me, go to your subscriptions page and kind of base what videos you watch off of that page, then it's very easy to keep up to date with all of your subscriptions. They rarely forget to update your subscription page on YouTube with every video. All your subscriptions are typically listed there. If you want to watch me, I suggest you do it from the subscriptions page. However, his video was based on the home page. On the home page, it's more like a Facebook feed or a blog feed. It shows you the top 10 or whatever things that they think you want to see. And the way that he explains it totally makes sense. It's absolutely true. If you were to come to my channel, if you're to watch, let's say, one of my 3 videos a day, which I know a lot of you guys do, which is fine. I'm cool with that. I don't watch everything from everybody, but if you guys only watch one of my 3 videos per day, YouTube doesn't think you're that interested in my channel. Just as a whole, you're only watching a third of this guy's output, so you're not as interested as this other channel where you watch 1 video a day, but he only puts out 2 videos a day, right? You're watching 50% of his content while you're only watching 33% of my content. So YouTube thinks that you're more interested in that other guy than me. Not necessarily true, but that's how YouTube is going to see it. As a result, when you go on your homepage, the guy that you see 1 video of a day and he only puts out 2 is going to be higher on the homepage than I am every time. And what Game Theory suggests then is don't put out so many videos. Now, when I started, there were quite a few people, I mean a ton of people that were putting out 5-10 videos a day. I was by far not the highest uploader, fastest uploader on YouTube by a mile. But as it stands right now, I'm up there. I haven't changed. Everybody else has changed, it seems. The people that do a lot of content are now over on Twitch, maybe. Or they have decided that it's not necessarily worth the effort or whatever. But me doing 3 videos a day is up there with kind of the fastest uploaders that I know. When I started, there were people that would put out 5 or 10 videos in one day on the same game. So if you wanted to watch them play that game and you wanted to keep up to date with them, you would have to spend 3 or 4 hours every day watching them play the newest release that came out at midnight last night, you know? But that doesn't seem popular anymore. What seems to be popular now is 1 video a day. There are exceptions, of course. I know a couple other channels that do 3 videos a day like I do. They typically keep them shorter than I do, but they're there. And I think that has a lot to do with Game Theory, who put out this video, I believe, in December. And I have noticed that there have been some people that have slowed down since December. What Game Theory suggests is that even 1 video a day is too much. He says that that's asking too much from your subscribers to watch 1 video from you every day. Instead, he suggested doing it, I think, like 4 times a week. But he said that 1 video a day was too much. And as a result, you're not going to show up on all of your subscribers' homepages. YouTube's not always going to email these people about when you upload a video, that kind of stuff. And that's kind of true. However, to me, it's sacrificing a good portion of your channel in order to rank higher on analytics. And that's not something that I've really ever been interested in doing. It's not that people have, asked me about this video. It's just that I have noticed that there are a couple big names that are following his advice to the letter. One of the things that he suggests is that you should also do 1 type of video on your channel. For instance, he said, I have this series and this series and this series, and I can't and since this series, we'll call it like Series A, I don't remember what he called them, is the most popular, I can't do too many other videos than this, right? Even if I really like Series B or Series C, I can't upload them too quickly, otherwise the people that are only here for Series A won't get the notification that I've uploaded a new video for Series A. And that's, once again, just sacrificing your channel. What he suggests is opening up a new channel, and this is what people are doing. There was a big name, I won't say who it is, but recently they said, well, this is now going to be our Minecraft channel. And if you want to watch anything else, you have to subscribe to this other channel where we will be doing this. And then there's a 3rd channel where we'll be doing this. They're listening to his advice to the letter. And I think this is ridiculous. If this were to apply to my channel, I would have at least 5 channels ongoing at any time. And I would have just a Final Fantasy channel where I constantly do Final Fantasy games. Then I would have the Pokemon channel. Who knows what I would do when I switch series? You know what I mean? That's crazy. I know that not all of you are here for all of the videos, right? I understand that. If you guys want to keep up to date with my channel and you're struggling with that, I upload videos every day. 5 a.m. Pacific time is going to be the first one. 5:30 is the second one. 6 o'clock is the third one. Every day they're up. If you go to your subscriptions page, it will always show you that they've uploaded. If you want to do it on the home page, then you might struggle from time to time if you're not watching all of my videos. I understand that a lot of you only want to watch 1 a day. That's fine. But for me to only upload 1 a day means getting quite a few people upset. And it means that I'm going to be doing Let's Plays a lot slower than I'm doing now. Can you imagine if I only uploaded, Mass Effect on this channel? And then I'd said, well, I'll do Final Fantasy IX once Mass Effect is done. And then once Final Fantasy IX is done, then I might do Xenosaga. That's a ridiculous thing to really suggest. And although game theory, it's not his fault, right? He did not say anything that was not true. He casually kind of made the suggestions that this is the way that YouTube works, and people have taken it to the extreme. And I definitely want to avoid that. And that's kind of my philosophy on that. And I felt like I needed to talk about this, not because somebody asked me about it, but because I have noticed big names are now following it. And I kind of wanted to take this opportunity to kind of talk about my philosophy on the upload schedule that I do. I do have a schedule, right? You can look at it on my channel page on the About tab. I list the schedule. This day is going to have this video. This day is going to have this video, that kind of stuff. I want you guys to know what's coming, be able to find it, and I want to keep you guys kind of updated. I also don't want to overload you with content. I do realize that that's going to happen from time to time, but if you're only watching 1 or 2 series, I want you guys to be able to keep up with that without being overloaded one day where I just upload 6, 7 videos in one day on that one series and then leave it alone for a week, you know? That's kind of how I look at it. So I upload 1 video per series per day, up to 3 a day, and I'm going to try my best to continue doing that. I might go down to 2 on a couple days, but for the majority of my content, I'm doing 3 a day, and I have no plans on shortening the videos. I have no plans on opening other channels to do my Let's Play series. None of that is going to happen. I don't care what game theory says or what other people said game theory said. And that's my stance on it. I realize that for a lot of you this is coming out of nowhere, but it's kind of been on my mind for a few weeks, and I kind of wanted to get it out there. With that said, that is all that I wanted to say. Once again, I went way longer than I had anticipated. I need to go to sleep. I hope you guys have enjoyed this update video. I've been ballerscuba. I hope you laughed. Hope you learned. Hope to see you next time when winter is coming. Thanks for watching.